guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm once again doing some more nail art inspired by Yandere Simulator. And in today's nail art, this is inspired by Kizana Sunobu, who is going to be the third rival in the game. And unlike Melanie Martinez, Kizana actually did sign up for the drama club. Sorry, I'm corny, I had to throw that joke in. But anyways, like I said, if you want to know how I did this nail art, then just keep on watching. So to start off, I painted my thumb, middle, and ringnail white, and I painted the middle and pinky this dark plum purple. I actually had to use like these different shades of purple acrylic paint throughout this whole mani because, I didn't have the color I wanted in the form of nail polish. She's got a lot of purple going on, what with her hair as well as her thigh highs. But speaking of Kizana Sunobu, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my toothpick and black acrylic paint and just paint on the outline of her. For those of y'all wondering why I do the outline off camera, it just helps with the proportion better. But anyways, so now that the black outline has completely dried, I'm going to do the coloring book method, meaning I'm going to go in and start painting on like the color of her face, her hair, and all that good stuff. By the way guys, all the names of like the nail polish and acrylic paint used will be in the description box down below. So this is the base colors of Kizana, and by the way, those red blobs are supposed to be roses. We'll work on those in a bit. I say this because it's super important to let each layer of this whole acrylic paint dry before you move on to the next step, in which I'm going to go in with my toothpick and safety pin and just start painting on like the little details in her hair and on the roses and whatnot. So because I am working on a little nail design, I don't really have much room, so I kind of had to crunch up Kizana's hairstyle. That's okay though, you can still tell it's her, but here what I am doing is just going in with like a lighter shade of that purple just to add a little bit of highlight to the hair. There are some people in this world that are really good at drawing or painting on anime characters. I am not one of those people, so I had to do the eye shape off camera. As you see, I painted her as if she was like winking, or at least that's what's supposed to come off as. But for the other one, as you can see, the eye is open. I am now just going in and filling it in with white acrylic paint. While that's currently drying, I'm going to go in with a darker purple to paint on her eyebrows. I'm going to go in with a red, like acrylic paint for her lips. Since her eyeball was not dry yet, I decided to go ahead and just finish off her uniform. By that point, the acrylic paint has completely dried and I slowed down the video, like I'm not using time-lapse, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I also decided to add a little bit of blush on her cheeks because, I don't know. That part was a last-minute decision, but as you see here, I am just, finishing off her eyes, and yeah, so here it is. Here is the finished nail design. So now we move on to the second nail design, and this is inspired by Kizana's thigh highs. For this, I am going to go in with my dotting tool and like a reddish pink acrylic paint, and as you see, I am just painting on blobs. These blobs will become roses later in life. I mean, if you know how to do that 3D artwork, you could totally do that. However, I'm a budget nail artist, so yeah. But as you see, I just painted on 4 little blobs, and now what I'm doing here is just going in with black acrylic paint and my toothpick, just adding a bunch of like lines and whatnot. I'm trying to make these look like roses, if that makes sense. So this next part, it's kind of hard to tell on camera just because, my camera quality. But what I'm doing here is just still going in with black acrylic paint and I'm just painting on like little swirls here and there to connect the roses. I'm now going in with this Parakeet green acrylic paint and I am just going to paint on little leaves just here and there on different parts of on different roses. And here's the finished nail design. So now we move on to the third nail design, which is going to be on the middle nail, and for this I'm going to paint on the drama symbols. So I was the art kid, I wasn't the theater kid. All I know is that you're not allowed to say Macbeth. I have no idea what these symbols mean, so if you're a theater kid, please let me know. As you can see, I painted one of them completely black, and for the other one, I cleaned up the line work using white acrylic paint. While these are currently drying, I'm just going to go in with this red acrylic paint and just fill in the background completely. The red meaning is because Kizana is the president of the drama club, so she wears like the leadership arm thingy-majiggy. But yes, so by now the faces have the masks have completely dried, so now I'm just gonna go in and paint on the faces, one being happy, the other one being sad. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Here's the finished nail design. So now we move on to the fourth nail design, which is going to be on the ring nail. And just like the nail art that I did for Osana and Amai, I first wrote her name out in katakana. As you can see here, these are what the little symbols are. At least that's what 4 years of studying Japanese has taught me. So for the top and bottom of the nail, I ended up adding some red blobs because, I was going to turn these into roses. So, back to the kanji, I was scared to death that this was going to be another, Ariana Grande tattoo fail incident, so I ended up, writing her name out in hiragana because I'm more comfortable with that. I also went ahead and just finished the roses off camera as well. I also had a buttload of excess, purple acrylic paint, so I'm just adding it in random parts of the nail, and here's the finished nail design. And for the last nail, I just left it this dark purple color. Yeah, besides that, we're pretty much done with all the nail art. And as you can see, acrylic paint can be bumpy at times, so I'm first going in with this quick dry top coat just to smooth out the, acrylic paint. And if you let your nails completely dry before you add the top coat, as you see, they don't smear together. But, yeah, if you want a shiny finish, you can leave the nails like this. However, me personally, I'm a huge fan when it comes to those matte finishes. I don't know why, I just really like how it makes my nail art look. So that is what I chose to go with. But it's all about personal preference. Add any finishing of your choice. But yes guys, here it is. Here are my finished Kizana Sunobu inspired nail art. I mean, it's a little out of my comfort zone with working with so much purple. However, I really like how this nail art turned out. Yes guys, let me know down in the comments what you thought of today's nail art, as well as any other nail art you would like for me to do on my channel. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching!